Welcome into the Dynasty Total Access. It's your boy Expert, and you know I got my homie Farquhar with me. What's up, my dude?
Oh, let's get it. Week 3, baby.
Week 3, and we had a big week too. So we'll get into a couple of those as we get into these games. But first, Farquhar and I have been hearing a lot of talk about active user versus not active user, and you know we had to touch on it. So here's my 2 cents. If you have to ask somebody if you're an active user in this league, you're probably not active like you should be. We're not asking everybody to host a show like Expert and Farquad. And my homie
Mm-hmm.
Farquad on several shows, so you know the homie really active. But we just asking you to sell your football team. And you can do that several ways. Be a guest on the show if we ask you to. Donate to the league. Do some write-ups. Man, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had a write-up the other day. I felt like he should be on the ESPN team somewhere writing articles. Was just dirty. Was a nasty article. Just loved it. Man, felt like I was reading Sports Illustrated.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple, guys. And you know the commish Dion has put out several times what he's going to do to those users that aren't active. And I think it's getting about that time. And I don't think anybody will have a chance to stand up and have a complaint when you get the chop. But that's just expert's opinion. Farquhar, what you got on that?
Some people won't like me after this segment because y'all know me. I'm not gonna hold shit back.
No, be honest, man.
For one. So I mean, this is my second year as far as being with the Dynasty. Been playing with this league for about 2 years now, maybe a year some change. So there was a lot of, people got away with a lot of things, and just last year and this year is two completely different ball games at this point.
Yeah,
So if people really knew what went on behind the scenes and knew exactly what Dion was doing, sad to say, I feel like they still wouldn't really give a fuck. It's part of my language, but they wouldn't. Like, I feel like they wouldn't care.
Dang,
because
so
we've
sad,
been pretty much beating a dead. He's been beating a dead horse for the last couple weeks now, months, and there's still no changes. So whether you win 3 Super Bowls and you're not active, I'm waiting for you to get the boot. Whether you go out the country or got school going on, you get the boot. I don't care how cool, I don't care how great you are. It's pitiful to ask grown men to just do something as simple as donating a buck. I mean, that people talk about they like these shows and they like this. If you like it, like that, this isn't, none of this stuff is free. None of this is free, for one. So for the money aspect, like, donate something, or it's simple. It's simple duties. But I love Deion says, you're not gonna come in my house and eat off my table and not bring anything. Like, that's pretty much where it is. So
Absolutely.
Get active, man. Get active. Otherwise, you're out of here. Point blank. Period.
So we're going to take this opportunity and let every user in the Dynasty know. If you want to be active and you don't know how, reach out to Farquhar or myself. We would love to help you be active in the Dynasty because that just makes all of us a better group.
No doubt.
And this is a brotherhood. And if you want to help us out, reach out to us. We'll help you out.
No doubt.
With that being said, let's get into week 3 because we got some big games.
Let's get it.
First one up is King Vitamin. Now, I reached out to the homie King Vitamin last week like I said I would, just to check on my dude, make sure he's okay. He said he's good, but then he takes a bad loss to the Chargers. We'll get to the Chargers a little later.
Mm-hmm.
I got something for the homie there. But King Vitamin, I know, is not happy being 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not in his plans. And this week, does he get an early Christmas present? He gets the Ravens. Man, what a better way to fix your 0-2 drought than to play the Ravens this week. I'm going with the Browns with a big win.
I'm not even going to waste time on this, man. I'm going with King Vitamin with the win this week. No doubt. Big homie going to bounce back. He's not going to 1-3.
No way. Next up, it's the homie Darkness and the Bengals going up against KP and those Detroit Lions. Now, the Lions last week reminded me of the Super Bowl winning Lions. He played SJ in the Cardinals and just played a dominant game. SJ got some fast wide receivers, but it didn't matter. KP was all over the place. And this week, he's going to do the same thing to the Bengals. I'm sorry, Darkness. You know I love you, but I'm going with the Lions in this one.
Hey, KP been the force since he came into this league. He got humbled real quick. Dynasty kept him out the playoffs this year. The year after he won the Super Bowl, I mean, that's even tougher in itself. But he's going to come back with vengeance next year. He's hungry. He's a damn good user in this league. I'm giving it to KP and them Lions with the win. Sorry, Bengals.
Next up, it's an NFC rivalry. It's the Giants and our homie Spiro going up against John the Donut Man and those Philadelphia Eagles. Now, both of these teams coming off of big wins. The Giants beat the Redskins last week and the superstar quarterback that the Redskins got. And the Eagles coming off of just annihilation of the Saints. But this one is going to be a tough one to call because I think John's playing well this year. But you know we love the homie Spiro in that offense. So I'm going with the Giants in this one.
Yeah, man. I'm not going to waste too much time on this pick either, man. I'm Spiro. That's the homie. I think he back. Hopefully he's look. You're one of the guys that when it comes to coming on chopping blocks, like I'm rooting for you. You know, I know you got a lot going on in school and whatnot, but you know, I'm gonna root for you, bro, to stick around this league. You're a good user. So, with that being said, man, Giants with the win this week. I don't think he want to get kicked out this league. So, yes, sir.
No, let's go. Next up, it's the Chiefs and our homie Skill Trade going against the big homie and the Patriots. Now, the Patriots got me a win last week, like I predicted. I appreciate that.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know. I know you picked the Texans to win that game, but it's okay. And we'll talk about the Texans. They got a tough matchup this week. We'll talk about that here shortly. But the Patriots are going up against Skill Trade. And I like what the Patriots are doing this year. So I'm picking the big homie in a close win.
This is tough, man.
This is
a very tough one to call. I see the Patriots twice a year. I don't see Skill Trade enough, and he's another user that I'm not sure what's going on as far as outside of Madden and inside of Madden also. Not really sure what's going on. I hate to pick New England, man. I'm gonna pick them, but I hope Skill Trades wins this game. New England with the win this week.
Alrighty. Next up, it's the NFC North leading Green Bay Packers and Matty Ice.
Let's go, Matty Ice!
That's crazy. But he's got a tough divisional matchup this week. He's going against Hamiltop and those Vikings. I just don't think Hamiltop's got enough to take Matty Ice out right now. He's got that squad playing well. I'm picking the Packers this week.
Hey, I'm not going to waste too much time on this pick either. Shout out Hamiltop. You the homie. You the OG, man. Every time I think of Hamilton, I think of that awesome video he sent with that Uncle D's hot sauce, man. That video he sent was hilarious, man. That was a good video.
We need to get that back in rotation.
Most def, man. But I'm going with that reach, that beautiful first round reach of a quarterback that my man Matty Ice did. That's throwing dots right now. Green Bay with the win this week. 3-0. 3-0 Green Bay in the toughest division. The toughest division that was voted.
Crazy. All right, next up, it's another great quarterback. It's underrated in those Redskins with his rookie quarterback. And he's got to play SJ and the Cardinals. Now, SJ, I'm picking you this week because you're playing against a division rival. And I need you to beat the Redskins. No disrespect to the homie underrated because I think he got a lot of good things going in Washington. But I need the Cardinals to pull a win out for me with them speedy wide receivers. I'm picking the Cardinals.
I'm going to pick the Cardinals also. I watched that week 2 game or that week 1 game. The Redskins played against, I think it was Philly, right? I think it was week 1 he played Philly. And for one, that quarterback is amazing. he's amazing. But underrated, he forces a lot of throws. And SJ got some D. Now, that man can play some D. And underrated defense, I don't think he's going to be able to handle them speedy wide receivers SJ got. SJ, every time I pick you, you win. When I don't pick you, every time I pick you to win, you lose. When I don't pick you, you win. So I'm not picking you this week. I'm going with the Redskins with the upset this week, man.
Wow. All right. Next up, it's a game we don't need to spend a lot of time with because it's got Big Bush and the Colts in it. But he's got to play 8 speed in the Titans. and I saw a graphic today that said the running backs got almost 500 yards in 2 weeks.
On pace for 3,000.
Oh my goodness. Guys, we gotta shore up our run defense against the Titans. So I want to give a little scouting report on the Titans. So the quarterback's gonna get underneath the center. And when the ball is snapped, he's gonna turn around and he's either gonna hand it to the right to the running back, he's gonna hand it to the left to the running back, or he's gonna hand it up the middle to the running back. That's all he does. If he doesn't do that, you are in good shape. Because if he's throwing, that means you're winning. I cannot stand to see that stat because Ezekiel Elliott is number 2, and he's so far behind, I don't even think I'm going to catch him. It's ridiculous what the man is doing up in Tennessee. And he is going to just annihilate the Colts. Titans with a big win.
I'm not wasting too much time on this pick, man. HP, Titans, shout out to you, bro. You, I tried to throw everything but the kitchen sink at that running back, and he just slowly, he didn't dominate, but he just slowly, he was consistent. He was very consistent. So, yeah, man, Titans with the big win.
All right, next up, it's the commish Dion and those Atlanta Falcons playing pretty well this year, but they got to come to Big D and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Dallas Cowboys are 2-0, coming off 2 impressive wins. And we are going to welcome the Dirty Birds into Big D. Now, the last time I got to see Dion and the Falcons, it was not pretty. He let me know where my place was in the Dynasty, and we are not going to let that happen this week. Cowboys with a win.
I'm very ready for this game right here. This is going to be a good game. 2 very good users. Dion, that boy hungry, and he better stop. Everyone else is ooh and ahhing over his team, but I'm not. I smell collusion. I smell some collusion. I smell some collusion going on in Atlanta right now. I don't care. I'm gonna say it.
We know better than that.
Don't be messing with your team. No, I'm kidding, bro.
We love Dion.
This is most steps. Shout out Dion, man. That's the man who keeps everything together.
Absolutely.
This is going to be a good game, though. This is another hard game to pull. Expert, my man, you are the man to beat right now. You didn't even win the Super Bowl, but you're the man to beat. I can't believe you blanked out Garza. You blanked 36 Donut. Like you blanked him out like that. Oh my gosh, twice. You beat him twice now. But Dion, he's that man's scary. That man is scary when he's on.
Don't remind me.
So I'm gonna have to pick Atlanta with this win, man, because that run defense and that damn tackle, that cheat code that he posted earlier, man.
No doubt, dude got incredible Hulk in the middle.
Oh my God, I gotta go with Dion. That defense and now that offense is.
Can't be mad at you. All right, another game we're not going to spend a lot of time on. It's the Steelers and HB going up against the Denver Broncos and Hot Tub.
Ooh, it's going to be a game.
So let's get this real quick out the way. Broncos with the win. But listen, guys, if y'all are not in the chat every single day paying attention, y'all are missing some of the greatest, most hilarious things I've ever seen in my life. I'm literally sitting in my house in tears as we go in on this man HB as he's posting pictures. HB, we love you. We love the energy that you bring to the Dynasty. But homie, PSA just for the Steelers. Stop posting pictures in the chat, dude. You killing yourself. Broncos with a big win.
Boy, you know better, man. I'm not even going to do my HBO impersonation right now. I'm not even going to do it. Boy, you better stop. You don't do it to yourself. Oh my God. Anyway, man, Denver with a huge win this week.
All right, next up, it's El Guapo and the 49ers going up against my homie Addy 5 and the Bears. Now, Addy 5 is not a very happy camper right now. Had to take a forced loss due to an unfortunate mic scrape error last year. And trust me when I say this, if the homie Addy 5 says it was just an accident, it wasn't on purpose, we must believe him. And I believe him 100% it was an accident. I promise you he's taking it out the playbook, and it's never going to happen again. So he's going to get back on the horse this week and beat the 49ers in Chicago.
I'm not wasting time on this pick. Bears with the win.
Okay, next up, it's another big game in the Dynasty. It's the Buccaneers and Gil Garza going up against C-Rob and the Panthers. Now, if there's one thing Farquaad and I know about the homie Gil Garza is he hates to lose, period. And he is going to take it out on the Panthers this week. I'm expecting Gil Garza to have a big game. Buccaneers with the win.
Garza. Last week he said he didn't want to be called Top Garza anymore. Back to the promised land. Excuse me, guys. For one, I'm sorry. I apologize, guys, if you hear a lot of sizzling going on. I'm making the missus some dinner, and I have to check on my dinner. So, I'm gonna bring my unorthodoxness to this show also. So I apologize if you hear a lot of sizzling going on. Top. I can't even call him Top Garza anymore, man. But he said he didn't want to be called Top Garza. Then he turns around and gets the 36-0 ass spanking, shellacking to my homie Expert. So yes, I'm gonna feed you right now because you got your ass whipped, Garza. You got destroyed. So this is me feeding you all the ammo right now to go out and make some noise this week. So Bucks with the win, huge win.
Bucks with the win. All right, next up, it's the Miami Dolphins and our homie Mo Booker. Shout out Mo Booker. We love you, dude. Going up against Tazzarelli and the Saints. You know the homie Tazzarelli is not happy from last week. And he's going to right the ship this week versus the Dolphins. I'm picking the Saints.
Oh, man. This is a trap game. It's not even a trap game. This is just a hard game to predict, man. Because, Lola, chill out. I don't know what's going on, man. Tazzarelli, like I root for him every year, and ever since we started doing this show, I root for him. I don't know what's. He wrote a very good article earlier that I was very impressed with. I feel like once you let it out, once you let your frustration and you go and you process and then you start making adjustments, I think you'll be all right. And going against Mo Booker in that stout defense. Oh, this is brother versus brother match, ain't it?
Yeah.
This is Kane versus Undertaker right now that we're about to see. Okay. I'm going with Tazzarelli with the win this week, bro.
Nice. Next up, it's the Dynasty Game of the Week.
Y'all ready? They ready? Well, come on. Ready. Y'all ready? They ready? We ready? We ready? Oh, yeah. Come on. We ready?
It's our homie, the OG Chris Murray, going up against friend zone himself in those San Diego Chargers.
Boom cut, shawty.
Now, I heard the homie got the haircut, but I gotta see a picture to prove it.
Yeah, we need proof around these parts.
You gotta prove it around
the way he's lying about it. We need proof.
And the homie is coming off a big win versus the Browns. Just San Diego got some players on that defense that are just dominating. Listen, got a free safety that if you roam in the middle of the field, he's going to take your head off. That's just how he plays. They forcing turnovers. They playing real well. With that being said, I told y'all this year I'm not going against my homie Chris Murray. I'm picking the Raiders with the upset.
Here we go. One. Good win, Chargers. Good win. You had a very good win. I love your confidence. You remind me of myself almost. You had a very good win, bro. Okay? I give you that win against the Browns. But you're riding on a high horse right now. A very, very, very high horse. And you're going against another tough opponent. National divisional matchup.
Yeah.
Chris Murray, you are my dude. I root for you all the time. Unless I play you. I root for you all the time, though. This is going to be a game right here.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going with the homie Breezy with the upset, man.
Wow.
Breezy with the upset this week.
Wow.
Let's get it, bro.
It's going to be a good one. Next up, it's Andy Force and those Jaguars going up against Stretch Armstrong and the Jets. I see that the homie changed his name in the chat to say Stretch Armstrong. I think he's finally admitting to it that he just reached on 2 picks in the first round.
Yeah.
2 picks that are not going to help him against Andy Force and the Jaguars. Jaguars with the easy win.
I'm not wasting time on this, man. Andy Force with the win. Jack, get it this week. Let's get it, bro.
Alrighty. Another big game in the Dynasty. It's H-Town and those Rams going up against Tone Dog and the Seahawks. Now, Tone Dog righted the ship last week, put it on the 49ers like we knew he would. But this week he gets one of his arch rivals in the Rams. This is going to be a game to watch. These two guys go at it every time. With that being said, you know I love you, H-Town. So I'm going with the co-commish, Seahawks with the win.
I love both of these users, man. Big shouts out to both of these guys, man. Love these dudes like my own brothers, man. I love everybody here like my own brothers, to be honest, man. That's why I love this league. Dynasty, top PS4 Sim League out here, man. Top PS4 Sim League. This is going to be a good divisional matchup. Tone took the L last year, I think, against the Rams. He took some questionable losses last season. I think he's going to come back and start strong this season, especially, and he started off this season with a nasty loss against Flair, man. Oh my God. This is a tough pick. JB, the boy know what he's doing, but the homie back there in Seattle know what he's doing also, man. So I'm giving this to Seattle, and the Seahawks with the win this week.
That's right. Seahawks last week beat the Vikings.
Yes.
Vikings missed an extra point or a field goal. He missed a field goal. I heard the homie Tone Dog threw the controller and then came back and realized he had won.
That's that Madden fuckery right there, boy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Feel bad for Hamilton and the Vikings with the loss like that. But let's get into this last game. It's the homie Farquaad and the Buffalo Bills going up against the homie down there in Houston with those Texans. Now, I love the back and forth today in the chat between the Bills and the Texans. They both think they got a chance of winning this game. Both of them coming off of tough losses last week. I just think that defense in Buffalo gets the best of the Texans. I'm going with the Bills in this one.
Hey, the AFC South, I see this year. Started off not too well against, I think, is a potential beast in this league. And when I say beast, he's creeping his way into the top 10, no doubt. But I mean, shouts out HB with out there in Tennessee. Shouts out to him. But he's creeping his way to the top 10. But I've got another AFC South opponent with these Texans, and I've been doing my scouting. I've been doing some very good scouting also. Very in-depth scouting. Checking out that O-line in every aspect, from first string to fifth string. I've been checking everybody out. Bro, you're not winning this game. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. You're not gonna win this game. I see me catching at least 4 interceptions.
Wow.
At least 2 defensive touchdowns. And Matt Jones, we finna go to town this. We finna go to town this week.
Goes off.
Bills with the win this week. 2-1.
Hey, that's your week 3 predictions. It's our opinions. Prove us right, prove us wrong. As always, it's your boy Expert. You know I got my homie Farquaad with me.
Hey, let's get it.
We out.